Hello YouTube, and welcome back to my Fire Emblem playthrough. In the last episode, we beat the first chapter, which was still kind of a prologue-ish chapter. It was, still, a lot of tutorial, pre-programmed battles and stuff, but in this next chapter, I believe we will actually get to do some actual battling and not ones that have, predetermined outcomes. Sorry I haven't recorded much lately. I've been, like, sick and busy and stuff, but I really do want to get back into this series because, my plans are actually to, do every single Fire Emblem game that was released in English, and perhaps even some Japanese ones if I can, get the correct patches and stuff for them, which will be pretty cool. So, anyway, back to the actual game. We are here to, pray for safety before our next, our journey, apparently, our next event, but, here comes some bandits, and, they're apparently after this Manikati, which is a secret blade, just pretty cool, it's pretty cool. I gotta admit, that guy does have a point. I mean, yeah, why make a sword if you're not gonna, use it? It's just gonna sit there, but he's being a little angry towards this guy, I would say. So we're gonna teach him a lesson. So apparently, if you want the sword, you cannot have it. It will only show itself to one who doesn't want it. So that's cool. He locked the guy away. That's pretty tough. I gotta agree. Anyway, that guy's just gonna tear everything down to get the sword. I wouldn't go that far. If I couldn't pull it out, it'd be like, you win, sword. I'm not gonna have you. So this game is extremely dialogue heavy. I'm sorry. It's just kind of annoying, actually. And I think they honestly, like, Fire Emblem games, I love them to death, but they do use way too many words to get across their point. Like, he basically wants a sword, and we're here to stop him from getting it. I don't know why they need to keep talking about it. Yes, alright, go down there and talk to some people. Even though, yeah, you can talk to people in homes, I probably won't be doing this usually because their information is already, pretty obvious, I would say, but nonetheless, we are going to be required to do this by the game, which is kinda meh, actually. We're gonna go help the priest, which will be a good time. That one is actually helpful if you haven't played the GBA Fire Emblem games before. You can destroy walls and stuff with cracks in them to get in easier, so that's all good. And then now Sane. Alright, so he's gonna want to go down here and talk to them. So he's basically saying a new type of cover that you can get to is mountains, but mounted units cannot get on them, and I believe I don't even know what units are able to get on them. It's been so long since I've played a Game Boy version of Fire Emblem. At any rate, what does she say? She's just talking about the sword more, which is kind of, it's all good. It's all good. Alright, and bandits are coming over here. They wanna hurt us. It's not good. And fortresses also are quite good because yeah, as it says right there, you can, like, if you stop on a fortress, it heals you a few health points, which could be, pretty huge actually, and they give a big defense boost as well. So that's always useful. We're gonna take their advice from last episode and, just chill in some forests while waiting for them. It's cool. It's cool. It's all good. Kent's got this. He's got it. He said no biggie, no biggie. So yeah, the goal of this chapter is to seize the throne, which that boss guy happens to be standing on. It's kind of annoying, actually. We're gonna have to go teach him a lesson. Let me see here. Alright, so I'm gonna finish this guy off with Kent. Just because, you know, he's got the perfect damage output to do so. And then I will have Lynn stand right here so the enemy will not get the terrain boost from trees. So it is actually a lot of strategy involved in this game. You know, the early battles don't make it seem so because they're, you know, kind of easy, but there is actually a lot of strategy when it comes to the later levels of exactly where you place your units for, you know, maximum efficiency and stuff. So it's all good. It's all good. So gonna have Lynn, I think, stay right here. She just gained a level, so she doesn't need experience, but Kent does, because we're trying to train Kent up. So it's all good. See, good experience going on right there. We're just gonna have Sane stay back in a fort, just in case anything spawns behind us. I don't think anything back spawns this early, but you know, could be wrong. It's been a while. So, what should we do? I'm actually going to have Kent Sane break down this wall, because it should be easier to get in the fort that way. We won't have to go over mountains and stuff. And just make it all over a better time. So, we'll probably all just go through the wall, honestly. It'll be just easier to do that. Now we're going to have Kent finish off this bandit, so see, we're doing pretty good here. We actually haven't taken any damage yet, and Kent and Lynn both gained a level, which is all good. It's a nice level up there. Level ups are usually random, but the individual units themselves have certain percentages of what stats gain when, so that's essentially what makes like two characters of the same class be better than one another. Just, you know, food for thought. So we're gonna have Lynn. Pillars are actually extremely good for defense. You know, see in movies all the time, people hiding behind pillars. That's why they give excellent cover. See, 1 defense and 20 avoid, which is fantastic. Alright, now we're gonna have Kent go in here as well and finish off this bandit. See, and now you can see he's beginning to attack twice just from that 1 speed boost he gained from being a level. So that's why it's always good to train your cavaliers despite them not being able to, you know, double attack anything early in the game. So here we go. Kent can finish off this guy pretty easily, which is good. Alright, we're in at really a good time right here. Should wrap up, be about a 10-minute episode. I'll kind of probably skip through the dialogue at the end of this chapter just because it's so long. And even if he does hit twice, he will not be able to kill me, so I will definitely go on and attack him right here. Ooh. Nice. Let's just saying chill back here on the pillar. So this is the annoying thing about thrones. They have the same healing properties as fortresses, which is, you know, kind of annoying. And he would get the hit twice, 67%. You know, it's kind of likely, but kind of annoying. There goes. The boss of the second chapter is now dead, which is all good. Got a vulnerary. And yeah, that's one thing that will change in future games. This one you can only hold 5 of any item, and like later on, in different games they change like what items you can hold and like how many of them, which is, you know, I kind of prefer the later ones. You can hold more items, but it's all good. So this guy apparently knows the tribe that she's from, and it's all good. And he has the sword sealed away safely. Apparently it's his spell, so he's like, he must be a magician or something. And so now, so yeah, she just came here to prey on the sword, but then this happens. So yeah, she gets the sword from the scabbard. So apparently the sword chose her to be its wielder. It's definitely one of the best, if not the best weapon in the game. And so yeah, and weapons have like endurance to where you can only use them a certain amount of time before they break, which, you know, it's a cool system. It makes it a little bit more realistic. So what you want to do is you definitely do not want to use the Manicotti pretty much any early game, because the enemies can really just be defeated with iron swords, and later on steel swords and silver swords. So definitely want to save the Manicotti for, you know, the last few chapters, because that's when you actually need it. So yeah, she doesn't think that she's anything special, but apparently she's like something from an ancient legend that can finally wield the Manicotti, so it's all good. It's pretty chill. And here, I believe, yes, we will get to see the main antagonist of at least the first part of this game. Who is Lord, I think it's Lundgren. I think it probably showed up on the screen. I kind of looked away for a second, but I think it's Lord Lundgren. And he is poisoning the Marquess so he can have all the power, which, you know, probably has happened more in history than people think. But at any rate, we are done with chapter 2, so ignore what's going on the screen now. I accidentally skipped ahead, but until next time, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.